Hello there, beautiful souls. Just as I promised, well, regarding your suggestions and the poll that I have created, thank you all for participating in it. And yeah, just as I promised, I'm making your twin flame energy check video. So we are going to take a look how are the energies between you and your twin. So before I do that, just a reminder, Bulbasaur is wearing the Pride hand wrist because it's June, it's Pride month, and it's a reminder for all of you, just be proud of who you are. And apologies if my kitty is distracting you because it's constantly waving its hand, but it's to bring good luck. Maybe next week I will exclude it from the entire scenery, but for now it can stay at least for this reading. I hope it brings some good juju for you and your twin flame. And it actually reminds me of a cat that I met in Greece, and I bonded a lot with that cat. But yeah, I had to let go of that cat, and yeah, it left me heartbroken, but I still remember this cat, and I have posted so many Instagram stories about it. But yeah, it kind of reminds me of a twin flame journey because I mean, when you are in a twin flame connection, sometimes you feel like obliged to say goodbye to someone that you really don't want to say goodbye, but yeah, it's just how it is with the twin flames. So let's start with the energy check. First, I'm going to take a look at the overall energy of the twin flames. There might be energies that are referring to you, there might be energies referring to your other counterparts, and then I'm going to focus completely on your divine counterpart. How are they doing? How are the things with them? And I will channel some messages from them. So feel free to skip to whichever part is interesting to you. And by the way, I would really appreciate it if you subscribe to my channel if you haven't done this yet, because I'm really grateful to have you on my channel and just to get extra support in order to grow. So thank you very much in advance. So let's start with my new deck and see how are the energies around the twin flame connections lately. I'm just going to shuffle like this because I feel like the cards are getting better energy and they are getting refreshed in a better way if I shuffle like this. Okay. So, please, spirits, give us information. How are the energies around twin flame connections? Please give us information about the energy around the twin flame connections. Okay, we have the fish. So, the fish normally symbolizes like going from current to current and not knowing which way to go. So, the overall energy from this card about the twin flame connections in general, it might resonate, it might not resonate with your connection, but it feels like things are going like in a different directions and you feel like you might not have control of it. It's like the fish is swimming from one current to another current, but the fish is not determining which way the currents are moving. So it feels like you are going in one direction and your twin is going in another direction, but actually what is important here, what is set in the rules, is the universe and the laws of the universe. So it feels like you both are like floating around in the laws of the universe. And also we have a crescent moon here, which symbolizes some kind of emotions and feelings, but what gets my attention is that this moon has red color, and for some reason it kind of triggers in my mind that root chakra, the first chakra, the one that has the red color. So I feel like maybe either you or your twin, you might need to focus on that chakra, because that chakra has something to do with stability, mostly material kind of stability. Also it has something to do with like past experiences with family, with upbringing and stuff like this. Maybe either you or your twin are dealing with stuff like this. So let's keep going and finding out what are the energies around you and your twin flame. Please, Spirit, give us more information. These are too many. But we have the hummingbirds. Okay, we'll take the hummingbird here. So, having the hummingbirds, I feel like here we have somebody that wants to speak. I'm not sure if it's you or it's your twin, or with the twin flame connections, usually there is that 5D connection when you connect with each other on a different frequency, and it's like you are constantly thinking about them and they are constantly thinking about you, and it feels like some kind of telepathic connection between each other. But having the hummingbird, it just wants to indicate that somebody wants to sing their truth, somebody wants to confess something. It might be either you or your twin, but I feel like there is desire more in your twin, because if you are the one who is watching this, there is a bigger chance that you are the one that is more in the chaser energy. So I feel like the one that is in the runner energy is the one that is realizing things, and they are starting to get that desire to just to sing their truth, just to express what was blocked in their throat chakra. I'm talking about chakras again, but it's just how things are appearing in my head when I'm focused on this reading. So, and also just take a look at this depiction of the card. I'm not sure if it's visible good. I'm just gonna pull this a bit closer. Yeah, I think like this is better. Just take a look at this card. I mean, seeing this bird flying around, there is something like darkness. There are rainbow colors, which kind of remind me of this rainbow color. Maybe some of you are representative of LGBT, which is quite normal for twin flame connections as well. I mean, it's everything is like, I mean, there is masculine and feminine energies, and it doesn't require to be in specific gender. So yeah, what gets my attention here is that light that is around this hummingbird, which, well, it just gives me the idea that somebody's getting some kind of clarity here. Somebody's getting some kind of clarity, some kind of idea, something that they were not able to see before. And yeah, that just leads me to this thought that somebody's disconnection is starting to wake up, starting to realize things, or having that desire to have a conversation, to just speak things out. And I'm sensing that for most of you, this is your divine counterpart, because probably you are the one who have already expressed yourselves. If you are the one that is a runner and has chosen to watch this video, first of all, I would like to say congratulations to you for getting more in touch with your spiritual side and realizing about your connection. But I feel like for most of you who are watching this video, this wants to indicate something regarding your other counterpart, your divine masculine or the runner in this connection. So let's take some more animal spirits for the general energy between you and your twin flame. Please, Spirit, give us accurate information about the energies around this twin flame connection for the people who came across to this reading. We have the peacock. Okay. So the peacock, as you can suggest, it, I mean, as you can think of it, it wants to indicate some kind of pride here. But within this depiction of the peacock, it is more like accepting things for the way they are. Having your own pride, but more like trying to accept things the way they are. So for twin flames, it's quite possible sometimes the other half to have a bit more ego. In general, there is ego involved in this, and the purpose for this connection is to just let go of that ego in order to come together and to be in successful union. So having the peacock here might indicate for some of you that in the general energy, either you, or I feel like this is coming more from your twin, there is some kind of pride, or maybe for both of you, because this is the connection, the energy between you and your twin. So maybe there is some kind of ego going on. And actually with the peacock, we are talking more about acceptance. Since this is a collective reading, it will resonate in a different way for the different people that are watching it, regarding on which stage of this journey you are. So for those of you who are more advanced in this journey, for those of you who are more like, who have embraced their spiritual side, who have already surrendered to this connection and know how things are going, I feel like for you, this card wants to indicate acceptance, like accepting the ego, letting go of the ego, accepting it the way it is, accepting the things the way they are, which is the more advanced side. For the other part of you who are like still struggling to find out about these connections, who are still like advancing, but not as advanced as getting towards the end of the connection, getting towards union, I feel like this wants to indicate some kind of ego here. Ego that either you or your twin is projecting. But the purpose of this ego is to just accept things the way they are, just to surrender, just to let go of the ego. Alright, let's take one last card from the animal spirits about the connection. Please, Spirit, give us more information about the connection between the twin flames that are watching this video. Oh, we have a cheetah. That's good. Just going to move the cards like this in order to have space for all of them. So I definitely feel for most of you who are watching this, there is some kind of movement going on, because a cheetah is all about movement. And it's like, I mean, just looking at this card, it feels a bit like hypnosis to me, because you can see those things that are going round and round, and this cheetah jumping around. It feels like this cheetah is like hypnotized. It's like moving towards something. And actually, just take a look at all cards. The cheetah is looking left, the peacock is looking left, the hummingbird is looking left, and the fish is looking left. So it's like everything is pointing towards the left direction. So maybe if there is some kind of a distance between you and your twin flame, which is quite possible in these journeys, because sometimes the twins are scattered around in the world in different countries, somebody is looking towards the left. So either you are looking towards left or they are looking towards left, but it doesn't have to be left in general. What I get is a message that here we are talking about looking towards one direction. I feel like for most of you who came to this reading, most of you are pretty much advanced in this connection and things are moving forward because everything is looking towards one direction. And having the cheetah here, the cheetah is quite speedy. The cheetah has its own solar power, like it has a lot of energy and it's moving in high speed. So I feel like somebody's gaining momentum and starting to move forward. That's the general sensation that I get from the cards. Okay, so this is a good general energy. Let's take a look at the hidden archetypes here and see what we are going to get as an extra information about the connection between you and your twin. Just bear with me until I get all the cards. Okay. So, Spirit, please give us information. What are the energies between the twin flames who came upon this reading, who come and joined us in this reading? Please give us information about the general energy between them. We have the mentor. Okay. So, no, I'm just going to take some more cards and then I'm going to talk. Please, Spirit, give us more information about the twin flames that came upon this reading. Oh, we have the Anima Mundi. And then let's take one more. Please, Spirit, give us one more cards regarding the connection of the twin flames. We have the Pilgrim. Okay, that came really interesting here. So, let's start from the beginning. Let's start from the Mentor. So, in this card, you can see that there is an owl that is flying up high, and there is something like a burning planet here under this owl. So, with the Mentor card, I feel like, well, just what I get as an information here, I hope it resonates with most of you because it feels very positive. I feel like we are seeing a divine masculine, or the one that was runner, that they have finally acknowledged what is going on. I mean, they have finally acknowledged this connection, and they are leaving their world, the world that they knew it, like maybe they were attached to their material world, to their financial world, to their career, or to something else, or whatever the case is in your twin flame journey. If they had some kind of attachments or something, I feel like they're leaving it behind and coming towards you, symbolized by this owl bird. But it might not resonate for all of you. Just listen to your intuition for this reading, since it is collective. But the overall energy I'm sensing from all the cards that came out is that here we are talking about some kind of advancement, some kind of improvement in this twin flame connection for all of you who came upon this reading. Something is moving towards better. Someone is realizing something, and the Mentor has a lot to say about this, because the Mentor is the one who is teaching, the one who is having the knowledge. And this bird here that is flying like towards you, it's like the bird of knowledge. The owl knows everything. The owl knows secret knowledge. So just the idea that I got from this card is that your divine counterpart knows what this connection is about, and they are flying towards you. And then we have the Anima Mundi card. Okay, this card, as you can see, it involves a lot of symbols. It has a lot of planets. It has eyes. It has multiple things. So again, this is a card that indicates that many things are coming together. Many pieces of the puzzle are starting to fit together, because here we have also meditating person. We have chakras. We have different color of lights, and again, multiple symbols, as I mentioned, even hands. So what I get from this card is that things are starting to move up. Things are starting to come together. It's like everything is starting to align, because you can see that again we have rainbow-like colors here. So I feel like things are starting to move in alignment, and there is some kind of realization here. Somebody is realizing something. Somebody is realizing about this connection. And especially seeing this hand here, I'm not sure if it's one hand or two hands. Just let me take a closer look. I'm not sure if it will be visible. But actually here there are two hands. Well, for a moment I just saw this hand like holding hands together. And there is something like a ring here. So sorry for the camera shake. So it's like promising something to each other. Well, whatever is going on, things are starting to come together somehow. Things are starting to get clear, either to you or to your divine counterpart. Because here we have a lot of symbols, a lot of things that are coming together. And finally we got the Pilgrim card. So what I perceive as an idea or as an energy from this card is that here we are talking about somebody who has had a journey. So I feel like maybe there has been period of time between you and your twin that maybe you have not been in contact, maybe you have not communicated with each other, maybe things were like maybe both of you thought that this connection was completely done, completely gone. But what I get from this card is that it was not over. It was meant to go this way, because with the pilgrim usually travels around the world, travels in different places. It doesn't have to be literally traveling around the world for some of you, although it might resonate. You might be in a different places, in different countries with your twin. But from this card I get like the idea that somebody is not just traveling. It doesn't have to be literal travel. It can be like set in a more in a different way that the words are just getting perplexed in my head. I'm sorry for not being able to express it in a correct way. It's just the energies are overflowing, but it doesn't have to be like literal travel here. It can be like mind journey, like getting enlightened, just gaining some kind of knowledge. This might have to do with the pilgrim card, like not going from place to place, but more like continuing on your journey of enlightenment regarding this connection. So this is what I feel from this card, and overall the energies for your twin flame connection came quite positive. So let's take some tarot cards as well and see what we are going to get as message from the Seasonal Fox Tarot. I'm just going to reshuffle the deck in a way so I can get some reverse cards as well. Just bear with me for a moment. Okay. So please, Spirit, give us information about the general energy between the Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine in this twin flame connection. We have the Eight of Pentacles, Eight of Cups, sorry. We have the Hierophant. And we have the Two of Cups. Okay. In the bottom of the deck we have the Justice card. Okay, that's quite interesting here. So let's start with the first card. So here we have the Eight of Cups, and here we have a fox that is emotionally detaching itself from something and taking a different journey, taking like a detour or moving towards something. And here we had a lot of like movement kind of cards that indicate some kind of movement, and just the fact that all the cards are looking in one direction. And also just take a look at this fox. It's going towards left. So definitely here somebody's moving, somebody's leaving something behind and moving towards something else. This is what I get as an idea from this card. But I feel like they're like accepting something, accepting their fate, or just well, this fox feels a bit sad, to be honest. It doesn't feel that happy, but yeah, with this card there is some kind of emotional detachment. They are detaching themselves emotionally from something and taking on a different journey, moving towards something else, taking some kind of a different way. But it's a bit unclear to me which way or what. So I'm just going to, I will keep the Justice card here because it was in the bottom of the deck for the overall energy, and I think it matters in this case. So I will just ask the deck about clarification for the Eight of Cups here. Please, Spirit, give us information why we have the Eight of Cups. What does it want to say? What are they detaching themselves from? Which way they are moving? We have the Four of Swords here. Okay, so this is good news, because the Four of Swords reversed, I mean, you can see the Four of Swords if it's like this. This looks like Hachiko statue, like that dog that has been waiting and waiting an eternity for his owner. Which kind of reminds me of that cat that I mentioned earlier, that I had to say goodbye to it because I couldn't take it with me to the Netherlands because it's a wild cat, and yeah, I don't think it would like to live in an apartment. It has its own environment. So enough distractions. Here we are talking about this statue-like fox that has been waiting for a long time. And since this card came in reversed, I feel like the wait is over. This is what wanted to indicate the card, that the wait is over and somebody is moving in a certain way. But just please take it as it resonates with your situations. I mean, the twin flame situations are quite delicate and quite sensitive. Only the people who are on this journey, they know how it feels, and even other people that are on this journey might not understand you completely because, I mean, this journey is crazy. You can feel your twin flame on some kind of spiritual level. You can feel them, you can mentally contact with them, but at the same time on physical level things might be completely different. But yeah, just keep what resonates here, because I don't want to get your hopes up. The energies are really positive, but at the same time I know how hurtful it can be if you get your hopes up and at the same time something doesn't exactly happen the same way that, you know. I mean, I've been there and I know it. That's why I see really good stuff here with the cards, but at the same time I'm a bit concerned to not get your hopes up too much, because I mean the twin flame journey is a bit shaky, and those of you who are on this journey, you know what I'm talking about. So moving on forward, we have the Hierophant cards, and the Hierophant cards, what I get my attention here is to those two keys here above that fox, and having those foxes in front of that wise fox. So it's like, just looking at this card, it's a major arcana card. It's a card that might indicate marriage in some cases. Actually, in many cases, this card wants to say something steady, something stable, something that has to do with traditions. So having these two foxes in front of that fox, it feels like this fox is some kind of a priest that is like giving them blessings or something. But what I feel here is that here we are talking about some kind of, well, maybe the time for your contract to, the time for you to perform that part of your contract has come. The time for your union maybe has come, because it's like the universe has been preparing you to get together and to just perform some kind of part of your life contract. And this card appearing here, it just screams to me that now is the time. Now is the time for something. Now is the time for you to just play that part of your contract that you have signed before you come here. By come here, I mean to this dimension, to this planet. And then we have the Two of Cups here. So there is nothing more I can add to this card. You can see that this fox is in a perfect union with that fox. So they are like lifting up their cups, although they can't use their hands, they're using their mouth. But still, you can sense the energy here. You can see the idea behind this card, that they are coming into union, they are coming together. And again, in the bottom of the deck, this card was in the bottom of the deck, so that's why I separated it before I checked here about clarification for the Eight of Cups. So with the Justice card in the bottom of the deck, you can see that here this fox is literally jumping and falling on the ground. Like, it's like the Justice is finally finding its place. The Justice finally is landing, and you can see that it's carrying the scales here. So by the Justice card, it's a major arcana again. I feel like this is the universe speaking. The time for something has come, and yeah, I'm glad to see these positive messages. I really hope it resonates for all of you who came across to this video. And yeah, I'm really surprised to see all these energies and all these positive messages. But I think now has come the time for many of you to just come together with your twin flame. But keep it in mind that in the twin flame journey, the divine timing is something very important. Everything happens with the divine timing. And in order to know if this person really is your twin flame, I remember I read a comment about a reading regarding if this person is your twin flame or not. Well, with the reading, maybe this won't be completely clarified because this is like a collective reading. Even with a personal reading, this might not be clarified because the twin flame journey is something very specific, very, very specific. Only those of you who are on this journey will know about it. And the number one sign that you are on a twin flame journey is after you meet this person, your life changes completely. Your life completely turns in 180 degrees. And there is no going back. You are diving into your true self. You are diving into more spiritual waters. You are getting new sensations that you've never felt before. This is number one sign, and if you have felt this, if your life has changed completely and you are like getting closer to your life purpose, then there is a big chance that this person that has triggered that is your twin flame. So let's move on and see the energy around the person that is on your mind. I mean, the person that is your divine counterpart, your twin flame, your divine masculine, or the person that is on this journey with you. So I'm going to use my seasonal fox tarot in order to channel messages from them, and I'm going to leave the animal spirits to just stay there and remind us of that energy that that we had in the general energy for the twin flames. So I'm just going to shuffle the deck in order to refresh the energy a bit. And I'm going to shuffle it like this in order to get some reverse cards again. Okay. So, please, spirits, give us information. How is the divine masculine or the other counterpart of the people who are watching this reading doing? Please give us information. How are they doing at the moment? The Wheel of Fortune reversed. The King of Pentacles. And in the bottom we have the Queen of Swords. Okay. So this came quite interesting here. So maybe now your divine counterpart has going through some kind of not so easy period in their life. But in order for your divine counterpart to realize about this connection, sometimes they have to go through some kind of metamorphosis or some kind of transformations, or something might just go wrong in their life in order for them to go deeper within and see this connection. And having the Wheel of Fortune here in a reverse position, it wants to say that something is going bad for them, something is going in a way that they don't like it. And having the King of Pentacles here, well, the King of Pentacles is quite stable with finances, so maybe something with their financial world is just not going the way they want it, or maybe they feel a bit unstable in general. Maybe they feel a bit shaky and unstable. And in the bottom of the deck we have the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is like clarity. The Queen of Swords is like knowing in a clear way, in a logical way, what is going on. And especially from the depiction of this fox. I mean, just take a look at this Queen of Swords. She's all completely white and she has those pure colors, and her head is all up. It's like she's receiving information from her crown chakra. She even has something on her third eye. So I feel like maybe things are not going on that good in their life at the moment. But regarding, I mean, maybe they feel a bit unstable, maybe they feel a bit shaky, but at the same time, as a general energy, they start to see things clearly with this card. They start to see they just get some kind of vision, they get some kind of idea, and they start to see things for what they are. They receive some kind of clarity, because this is the card that pretty much says a lot about clarity, about getting clear idea. And also, I just noticed that here we have butterflies, and indeed the butterflies have a lot to do with metamorphosis, with transformation. So I sense some kind of transformative energy here. They are transforming into something. They are getting to know things in a different way. And this has a lot to do with this Queen of Swords here, which I feel like it represents them. Okay, let's see how they feel about you. Please, Spirit, give us information. How is the divine counterpart of the people who are watching this reading feeling about them? By the way, sorry if you hear noises. Here there is always reconstruction. Nine of Pentacles and Eight of Wands in the bottom of the deck. And not in the bottom of the deck, under the Nine of Pentacles. And in the bottom of the deck we have the Knight of Swords reversed. Okay. So, let's take a look here. Having the Nine of Pentacles, I feel like they actually... I just got the idea here, just by looking at these two cards. I just got the clear message here, because, I mean, we have the Nine of Pentacles, we have somebody that is independent, somebody that is feeling like good. So maybe they see you as somebody who is independent, maybe you are not in contact and they just check on your social media and they see you as someone that is doing alright with their lives. But what I get from this card is that this fox here, it's in communication with this raven. It's like exchanging some kind of messages with spirit guides. That's what I'm feeling, because the raven feels like a spirit guide here, and the raven usually is like deliverer of messages from other dimensions. This is a quite mysterious bird. So indeed, what I sense from this card and this card, they feel like talking. They really feel like talking. They feel like saying things out loud. They feel like reaching out. And this is something I perceived from the hummingbird as well. So most of you who have chosen to join me on this reading, I feel like your divine counterpart is seriously considering to get in touch with you, to get in contact with you and have a conversation with you. This is what their intention is. That's what I'm feeling. And having the Knight of Swords here in reverse position, let's take a look at it if it was in upright position. It seems like this Knight of Swords is like flying down with some kind of purpose, like going in a very fast-paced way. And seeing this Knight of Swords in a reverse position, it's like it's going up. I feel like they are actually, what I get as an idea is that they might contact you, but at the same time they might not have a clear idea how exactly to do that. But seeing the Knight of Swords like this, I'm just going to pause the video because I'm getting distracted from all the noises. Apologies for that. I will come back to you. Sorry for the interruption. I think the noises are pretty much done at the moment, but they might reappear anytime. But I will try to focus more and just not get distracted. And yeah, there is no way for me to do this in another time because I have other things to do as well. So, okay, let's keep going. We have the Knight of Swords in reverse position here, and as I said in the beginning, there was something about this card going down when it's in upright and going up when it's in reverse, which is kind of interesting. I feel like as a general energy they might like choose difficult way to approach you because they are going up, or It might also indicate that they are a bit like distracted, a bit. They are determined, but at the same time they have some kind of fear. That's what I'm feeling, like insecure but determined. That's the message I'm getting from this card in reverse position as a general energy. That your divine counterpart is very insecure, but at the same time they have determination to do this. So let's keep moving and actually, what more shall I ask the cards? Because we already got pretty much what we needed to get. Okay, let's ask like let's ask the cards what is what they feel in their heart for you. What they feel in their heart for you, what is in their heart regarding you and your connection. Oh, these cards just came down. Okay, so we have the Knight of Cups here, and we have the Queen of Pentacles reversed and the World card reversed. Just let me focus on these cards in order to get the message. But having the Knight of Cups in general, what I get from this card is that this folks has a lot of hopes, and it's like they are collecting those leaves and they are moving towards someone, and I feel like this represents your divine counterpart that is like picking up all those pieces and just moving forward regardless of the situation, because I really sense that determination from this reading as an energy, that somebody here is determined to just do something because the time for it is right, the time for it has come. And having the World card reversed, I feel like this person feels like their world literally is turned upside down without being in that connection, without being with you, because maybe they are sensing that that this is something meant to be, and they are sensing that necessity to just move forward with you, to come across you and just connect with you again. And here having the Queen of Pentacles in reverse position also wants to indicate some kind of instability, some kind of insecurity and instability. But the general energy here is the Knight of Cups, because the Knight of Cups is on top of these cards. These cards are just clarifying where this comes from, how we are reaching the Knight of Cups, which indicates that the Knight of Cups is somebody that is willing to move forward, willing to propose something. And this comes because this person is feeling like their world is upside down, literally. Something is not going in a way that they want it. They feel like something is missing without you. And the Queen of Pentacles also makes them feel insecure and unstable, since she came in a reverse position. With the World card, again, for some of you, this might indicate some kind of a distance. They might be willing to cross some kind of border. Actually, just take a look at this card. There is a river in front of these folks. River usually might indicate some kind of rough emotions that are like quite strong, quite speedy. So it feels like this folks is going to pass that river and move forward. So for some of you, this might be literally some kind of distance. Okay, and finally, let's see the messages. Let's see what they would like to say to you if they have a chance to talk with you. Please, Spirit, give us the right messages. What the divine counterpart of the people who joined me for this reading would like to communicate with them if they had a chance to do that. Just being near you is intoxicating. Okay, so don't stress out with this message, because maybe the connection between you two is too strong and it feels like intoxicating in a way. Maybe that's the reason why they were pulling themselves away from you. And having this card appearing on the reading, it might resonate for some of you. Maybe the energies between you two are still quite strong and it feels too much for them. It might feel too much for you too. Maybe there is that tension between you two that it just feels a bit intoxicating. Let's take some more cards. Please, Spirit, guide us to the right messages that their counterpart wants to deliver to them. I feel you even though we are apart. Well, this is something quite typical for twin flames. No matter how far away you are from each other, you can always feel each other. You can even pick up to each other's emotions and feelings. So this pretty much indicates that this is something that they would like to say to you if you were having doubts. That actually, as soon as both parts of this connection are awakened, they both can sense each other. For example, in the beginning, I think only the divine feminine can feel on spiritual or on some kind of transcendental level their counterpart, while the divine masculine, as long as they are not awakened, they might not be feeling much. But once they dive into their dark night of the soul and they have their awakening, they start to realize about this connection. Then they feel that connection with you, and then there is that sensation that you can feel each other even though you are apart. But you are starting to feel them earlier because you are contacting with their higher self. Actually, you are in contact with their higher self, and that's why you get those sensations much earlier than them, because you are the one who is being awakened earlier in this connection. So let's get some more messages and see. By that I refer to the divine feminine or to the one that is chaser, because I mean I don't know who is watching this video, but those of you who are like runner in this connection, in this twin flame connection, this is what is happening with the other side, with your divine feminine. Please, Spirit, give us more information, what they would like to say to their divine counterpart, what they would like to communicate. I want you. Okay, this message is quite clear. We saw it from the cards as well, that somebody is quite decisive, somebody has made up their mind and they are coming regardless of anything. Regardless if they are feeling insecure, regardless if they feel like unstable, they have decided, they are coming. Okay, one last card. Please, Spirit, give us information what the divine counterpart would like to say regarding this connection. I wish things could be different. So maybe in your past things just went completely wrong. Maybe in your past you said to each other things that you didn't want to say. Maybe you even blocked each other and there was ghosting involved as well. But they really didn't mean it. They didn't mean that to happen in that way. It was just, I mean, if you see this card and this card together, just being near you is intoxicating. I wish things could be different. So this card wants to indicate that the overall energy of this connection was too strong for them to handle. I mean, it was too much for them to digest, too much for them to just be near you, because the energies were too strong. And this is why all the ghosting might have happened, or the blocking, or saying things that were not meant to be said. And with this message they are saying, I wish things could be different. So there is some kind of regret for the past here. But please take the messages as they resonate for your situation and just keep your intuition on, because I don't want you to get hooked with the wrong person, to keep thinking about the wrong person. But if you are on a twin flame journey, as I repeated before, you should know it for sure yourself, because if we are talking about twin flame here, this person helps you grow. This person, once you met this person, your life changed completely. Your life turned upside down and everything around you changed. They triggered your spiritual awakening. They pushed you more towards your life purpose. You started to see things in a completely different way, and you can sense that connection in a completely different way. This is number one sign about twin flames. And if you are experiencing this, then the chances for you to be on twin flame journey are quite high. So this was pretty much what I had for you about this twin flame reading. I hope you have enjoyed it, and if you did, please don't hesitate to hit the like button so more people can see it and benefit from it. And also feel free to subscribe to my channel if you haven't done this yet, because your support is really important for me in order to grow. And yeah, that was it actually. There was nothing more to add to this reading. The energies are looking quite good. Somebody here have already decided to move towards you. So I can only wish you all the best in your journey, and I hope things work out for your best outcome, for the best purpose that your soul has chosen. So once again, thank you very much for being with me. Thank you for your time, and I hope to see you again. Bye.